What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. In this video, we're going to go over the Social Security benefits payments for October 2022, the new payment schedule. I'll show it to you right here on the screen. For everybody, SSI, SSDI, VA, RRB, and Social Security beneficiaries. I'll show it to you directly from Social Security. We do this here every month. And I also want to go over the $2,400 Social Security raise, the latest detail on that. There's actual bills. There's like 3 to 5 different bills in Congress that they're working on. And importantly, potentially trying to pass this before the midterm elections. So this is going to be a very big month right now. We'll go over the $2,400 raise for Social Security beneficiaries and the payouts of $1,415. Let me show you. We'll go over the latest details on the $2,400 raise per year for Social Security. As you can see here, $2,400 bill backed by Senator Bernie Sanders and 200 congressmen would give seniors an extra $2,400 a year in payments. And I'll let you hear from Senator Bernie Sanders directly on the Congress floor. So if you're new to our YouTube channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. You just click the subscribe button, then click the bell icon that appears after you subscribe. This way you won't miss out on new videos that come out here on our YouTube channel. As I said, it's completely free to do so. And I'll keep you up to date here with Social Security raises, stimulus checks. There's 32 states right now that have actually passed stimulus checks this year, a lot of which are still actually coming out here. Stimulus checks, tax rebate checks, property tax rebate checks, and lowering taxes here. You probably have heard about the student loan forgiveness, actually, of $10,000 to $20,000 passed by the president's executive order. Details going to be coming out here in October for that as well. That's for 43 million Americans, so that's a major stimulus program as well. It might be for you, your brother, your sisters, some of your relatives. There's also going to be a major food stamp, food assistance SNAP program, maybe even the WIC program as well, but they're looking to raise benefits for the SNAP assistance food stamp program as well. I'll keep you up to date here on that. That's going to be happening here in a few days as well. So I'll keep you up to date here on that on the channel. There's actually a lot of different stimulus type programs actually going on here. Like I said, 32 different states passing state stimulus checks. I'll link you to a video here I just did on that. And I'll keep you up to date here on the channel. Like I said, it's completely free to do so. I don't charge a penny to watch anything or anything like that here on this YouTube channel. So make sure to subscribe here to our YouTube channel, and this way I'll keep you up to date here. Also, we're going to have a really big video here coming out here in a few days coming up here, because we're going to be getting the cost of living adjustment. The Social Security increase for 2023, the COLA increase, cost of living adjustment, is going to be the largest increase in decades. The estimate right now is of around 9%, and we're going to be getting that last and final data here very soon. We've already got 2 out of the 3 months in what is going to be the final determination for how large your Social Security increase for 2023 is going to be. So I'll keep you up to date here on the channel on that, because it's going to be really, really big. And for a lot of people, it's going to be over $100 per month. In some cases, $150 per month, depending on how big your Social Security check is. Okay, so first I want to go over the October payment schedule for Social Security. I always get a lot of questions here on a month-to-month basis. So this comes directly from Social Security. This is directly from the Social Security Administration. As you can see right here, I download this directly from their website. Okay, so you can see here, this is the October payment schedule, again, directly from SSA.gov. Directly from the Social Security Administration, so there's no confusion. It comes directly from them. Down here, you can see when the benefits are paid. Okay, so the 3rd of the month here, You will receive your payment if you receive Social Security before May 1997, or if you receive both Social Security and SSI. Social Security is paid on the 3rd and SSI on the 1st. Now, if your benefits will be paid on the second Wednesday, which is right here, which is October 12th, if your birthday is on the 1st through the 10th of the month. Right here, you can see October 12th. Next, your benefits will be paid on October 19th if, get that out of the way there, if your birthday is between the 11th and the 20th of the month. Your benefits will be paid on October 19th. Next, your Social Security payments will be paid on October 26th if your birthday falls between the 21st and the 31st of the month. So you can see that here is right here on the screen for you to see. It also says here in the corner, if you don't receive your payment on the expected date, please allow 3 additional mailing days before contacting Social Security. Okay, and SSI right here. And as always, if you have any questions, please comment down below in the comment section. We have the absolute best community here on YouTube. We have literally thousands and thousands of people here. We're over 400,000 subscribers. We've had millions of people watch this YouTube, actually over 180 million views at this point. So please comment down below in the comment section. You'll see our community here is one of the best you will ever meet. We have a very, very warm community here. So feel free to just say hello if you want to, and you'll see a lot of people just like yourself. Very, very, very nice community here. Next up, let's go over this, one of the major bills here. There's a couple here in Congress right now they're trying to vote on here before the midterm elections here. If it goes after the midterm elections, then things could be different based on who controls Congress. But this is one of the bills they're going to try to vote on here before the midterm elections. Senator Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and colleagues introduced legislation to expand Social Security by $2,400 per year, which is $200 per month for everybody on Social Security and underneath the Social Security umbrella, SSI, SSDI, VA, RRB, and extend solvency for 75 years as well. Okay, so this is backed by about 200 different people in Congress. So it has a lot of support. They just really need to get a few more votes to pass this in Congress, okay? And you can see here, Social Security bill backed by Bernie Sanders would give seniors an extra $2,400 a year in payments if they can get this passed. In fact, here is Senator Bernie Sanders himself from an actual Congress hearing with a few details on this here. Have a listen.
Not to raise the retirement age, as many of my Republican colleagues would have us do. Our job is to expand Social Security so that everyone in America can retire with the dignity that he or she deserves, and that every person in this country with a disability can retire with the security they need. And that is what the Social Security Expansion Act that I have introduced today, along with Senators Warren, Whitehouse, Merkley, Van Hollen, Padilla, Booker, and Gillibrand, is all about. This legislation has been endorsed by many, many organizations, including the AFL-CIO, the Alliance for Retired Americans, Social Security Works, the National Committee to Preserve Social Security and Medicare, the American Federation of Teachers, and many, many other organizations. According to a letter, this is an important part of what this hearing is about today, according to a letter that I received from the Social Security Administration this morning, this legislation will fully fund Social Security for the next 75 years and expand benefits for senior citizens and people with disabilities. Now, how do we do that? How do you expand benefits and make Social Security solvent for the next 75 years, which is, I think, what the American people want? Well, the answer is not complicated. At a time of massive income and wealth inequality, at a time when billionaires pay an effective tax rate lower than the average working person, at a time when the very richest people in this country are becoming much richer. This legislation demands that the wealthiest people in this country start paying their fair share of taxes. Today, absurdly and grossly unfairly, there is a cap on income subject to Social Security taxes. That cap is now about $147,000 a year. Now, what does that mean? It means that if you are a multi-billionaire, you pay the same amount of money into Social Security as someone who makes $147,000 a year. Got that? It means that if you make $147,000 a year, you pay 6.2% of your income in Social Security taxes. But if you make 10 times more than that, $1,470,000, you pay 0.6% of your income in Social Security taxes. All of this is taking place at a time of massive income and wealth inequality. Now, that may make sense to somebody. It does not make sense to me. Our legislation applies the Social Security payroll tax on all income, including capital gains and dividends, for those who make over $250,000 a year. Under this legislation, 93.6% of households would not see their taxes go up by 1 penny. So the overwhelming majority of the American people would not see any increase in their taxes under this proposal. The tax increase in our legislation only applies to the wealthiest 6.4% of all Americans, those who make $250,000 a year or more. Further and importantly, under this bill, Social Security benefits would be increased by $2,400 a year for both new and existing recipients, lifting millions of seniors out of poverty. In addition, under this bill, we would increase COLAs for senior citizens by more accurately measuring the spending pattern for senior citizens through the Consumer Price Index for the elderly. Now, one of the reasons that I called this hearing, and I'm glad that Senator Graham has been able to be here, is that there is, in fact, a strong philosophical difference between many of us in the Democratic caucus and many in the Republican caucus as to the best way forward with regard to Social Security. And that's kind of the discussion we're going to have today.
One of the other really big bills that has a lot of support in Congress is very similar as the Social Security 2100 Act that cuts taxes, strengthens benefits, ensures Social Security through this century. Very similar as well. John B. Larson, Connecticut's 1st Congressional District, as well. Pretty much very similar as bill as well. Would also increase benefits to a minimum Social Security payment of 125% of the poverty level, which right now would raise benefits to $1,415 per month. Okay, so again, they can do this by bringing in all those extra taxes from people that make over $147,000 or over $250,000 right now because they stopped paying taxes at $147,000, and people that make millions of dollars, $500,000, $1 million, $10 million, $1 billion a year, essentially don't pay taxes on all that money. And even the Republican plan, the Republican different plans actually call for the same thing here. So this is something that would benefit 60 plus million Americans here that could be passed before the midterm election. And this is something that they're really pushing for. We've actually seen a lot of things passed here recently through Congress. So let me know your thoughts here on this. I'll keep you up to date here as this is a really big push here right now as we have a sprint right now here with a few days left here before the midterm elections. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments. I'll keep you up to date here. Make sure you subscribe down below and you can watch these videos next. This video here goes over millions of people in the US that are getting checks right now. You can click on that video next. And here's a video we just did about a possible fourth stimulus check for Social Security. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.